Hey everyone, this is Bharat here, a math teacher from Mumbai who have trained thousands of students to reach their dream engineering college. And I believe math is very easy. Math is a subject, if you know how to learn, you can learn any subject in the world. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to develop this art of learning math. More on this in some other time. Today's session will continue our journey of integration and we learn why integration is so difficult perceived subject by the student, but is not the case. So in this journey we have reached a station called as integration by parts. Very easy, just formula oriented, but as we proceed there will be few tricks which you need to know. So in this session what we'll do is we'll understand this entire concept in 4 parts. The first part is simple application of the formula. What is formula? If you remember, integration of u v dx. Now there is a trick how to solve u and v also, more on this in some time. But what we'll do is in the first step we'll just understand the formula. Integration of u v dx is keep u as it is, integrate v minus integration of v, derivative of u, everything with respect to x. Okay, so we just have to apply this formula on the product of 2 functions. So I have taken the first part is 4 questions where we just applied this formula. So the first question, as you observe, is x into e power x. We just apply the formula. One we take as u, one we take as v. Which one u, which one v in some time. But we just apply the formula. Next subtype is alone function. If you just observe, it is tan inverse of x, only tan inverse, it's only one function. Log x, only one function. So we call it as alone function. How to apply the concept on this? That's also very interesting. Next is 2 very important questions, sec cube x and sine of log x. What to do here is also very important. But this question is important because as we solve this, after 4 or 5 steps, we'll get sec cube x again. So what to do with sec cube x? That's what we need to understand. Okay? And the last part is integration with substitution and integration by parts put together. So we use some substitution and then we convert it to function, which then we have to integrate by parts. So all in all, this is very interesting topic. Be with me till the end of the lecture and make sure to watch this video one day before your exam. Okay, this video will be very helpful if you just watch one day before exam, and if you at the end of the session, if you like it, make sure you like, share and subscribe this channel so that whenever I put any video, you come to know on the day one. Okay, so let's start our session today. So the first thing is to understand this ISC rule or LIATE rule, whatever you want to call it, say ISC rule. So if you just observe, the alphabets are same, right? You need to understand what this alphabet stands for. L stands for log, I stands for inverse, A stands for algebraic function, T stands for trigo function, and E stands for exponential function. This is what you already know, that most of our mathematical functions lie in one of these 5 categories. So what to do is, when we solve the question, whatever comes first, that is u, whatever comes second, that is v. So if you select it this way, you will not fall in loop. Otherwise, there is possibility that you keep on following in the loop and you will be always inside u into v thing. Okay? So start करते हैं. First कुछ इस पे examples देखते हैं. Let's understand a couple of examples on this. Let me take the first thing here as integration of x into e power x. So the question is, what is u and what is v? If you just observe, x stands for algebraic, e power x is exponential. So in the least, algebraic comes before exponential, right? So algebraic function have to be my u and exponential function have to be my v. And then we have to apply the formula and solve it further. ठीक है, so मैंने algebraic and exponential लिया है. Now my second example will be x into cos x. So we have taken algebraic and trigo. Now again, if you observe, algebraic is coming before trigo. Okay, so algebraic will be u and trigo will be v. Let's take one more example. Say question number 3. I'll take now x into log x. If you observe, L is the first thing in the list, right? So L comes before A. Log appears before algebraic. So what to do here? We need to take x as u or x as v. Understand this thing very nicely. Since algebraic this time is coming after log, so log will be taken as u and x will be taken as v. I hope this is clear. Algebraic is taken as second thing. Okay? Let's take one more example. Say now I'll take one algebraic and one inverse. Okay? So this is x into tan inverse of x. Now you think कि यहाँ पे क्या करना हो सकता है? What we have to do it here? Okay? If you just observe, x is algebraic, tan inverse of x is inverse and not trigo. Student make mistake in hurry. Tan inverse of x is inverse. So what we do here is, I decide that since inverse comes before algebraic, that function will be my u and algebraic will be v. So my writing is bad. Let me write it this as u. Okay? So I hope this is clear to everybody how to select algebraic and trigo functions. Okay? How to select algebraic exponential, how to select algebraic log, how to select algebraic and inverse trigo. Okay? Do not get confused between these two very important things. Algebraic trigo and algebraic inverse are two different things. वहाँ पे confusion create नहीं होना चाहिए. You to understand what's supposed to be taken as the first function, what's supposed to be taken as the second function. So other way to think is, whatever easy to integrate, that have to be taken as v. Whatever easy to differentiate, that have to be taken as u. So this basic idea have to be very much clear before we start solving this question. Now we'll solve one by one this 4 questions only, but this is the first thing which you should know very well. Okay, so let's solve this 4 question one by one now. I'll take first question. The first question here was integration of x into e power x dx. So as we have discussed just now only, that whatever comes first, that is u, so x will be u and e power x will be v. So what I'll do here is, I keep x as it is, integration of e power x dx. What I'm doing, I'll just write the formula also in 1 minute. Minus integration of e power x, okay, dx, and I'm taking derivative of x, everything inside the bracket with respect to x. Okay, so I'm applying the formula. I just write down the formula for you because I'm doing it first time. I just want you to observe. What I'm doing is, I'm keeping u as it is, integration of v minus integration of v, and I'm taking derivative of u, everything in bracket with respect to x. Okay, so this is the formula is what I'm trying to apply here. I hope this application is very much clear to you. Okay, now just apply the formula. This one is very easy. You just need to know some basic formula. What is derivative of x1? What is integration of e power x? Is e power x. So we just write down those values. So x integration of e power x is e power x minus integration of e power x is e power x, derivative of x. If I have to take derivative of x, that will be 1. So I'm writing it here 1, everything with respect to x. So I'm writing dx. So what I do next is x e power x minus e power x into 1 करेंगे तो e power x हो गया वो dx. Now I'll just solve this और एक step, but I just wanted to observe, जब मैंने first time यहाँ पे integrate किया था ना, so I'm supposed to write here plus c1 because I'm integrating with respect to x वहाँ पे किया है, तो first time constant आएगा वहाँ पे c1 लिखा मैंने. ठीक है, now I'm just keeping c1 here also. Now I'll integrate it further. So x e power x minus integration of e power x dx. So integration of e power x मुझे करना है यहाँ पे, तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, integration of e power x is e power x plus, मैंने और एक बार इंटीग्रेट किया तो आई एम गोइंग टू राइट इट एज c2 plus c1. Now next step what I am going to do is I am just going to write c2 plus c1 as new constant c. So I just want you to observe my next step. and also I'm going to take e power x common. If you observe, e power x is at two places, so I'm just going to take e power x common. So if I take e power x common, what is left in the bracket is x minus 1 plus this c2 plus c1 I'm going to write as c. So I say where c is nothing but c2 plus c1. So new constant take place करते हैं. That's it. This is my first question. Let's go to the second question. Question number 2 is integration of, we need to integrate x into cos x. Now again, algebraic and trigo, we have two things, and if you just observe, we call it LIATE, or if somebody want to call ISC, whatever, that's fine. You just have to observe that algebraic always come before trigonometry. So whatever comes first, that is u. So I'll take the first function as u, second function as v. हमने पहले भी discuss किया है, ठीक है? So I'm just going to apply the formula now. What I'll do here is I'll just keep x as it is, integration of cos x minus integration of cos x, derivative of x, everything in bracket with respect to x. I just wanted to observe one thing here, that for this integration sign I have kept dx here. For this integration sign, dx is written here. For this integration sign, dx is written here. So sometime in board exam particularly, you just have to make sure कि integration sign है, तो with respect to x करे से वहाँ पर dx लिखना जरूरी है, ठीक है? So let's take it further. What is integration of cos x? Do you remember integration of cos x is just sin x minus integration of cos x again, which is sin x. This integration sign is kept as it is. Derivative of x, which is 1. So sin x into 1 करेंगे तो 1 हो जाएगा. Plus, I'll be writing plus c1. First time integrate किया तो मैंने c1 लिखा. X sin x minus, now I'll be integrating sin x. What is integration of sin x? I just wanted to recall integration of sin x is minus cos x, right? Integration of sin x is minus cos x. So we just simplify this. और एक बार इंटीग्रेट किया था, इसलिए मुझे क्या लिखना पड़ेगा? I'll be writing c2 plus c1. ठीक है, और एक बार इंटीग्रेट किया था और एक कांस्टेंट आ गया c2. सो लास्ट स्टेप जस्ट सिंप्लीफिकेशन है. x sin x minus and minus will be plus cos x plus c2 plus c1. what to do with c2 plus c1? c2 plus c1 will be new constant c. ठीक है, सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, जस्ट आपको फॉर्मूला पता होना चाहिए. यू जस्ट हैव टू लर्न हाउ टू अप्लाई इट. ठीक है, लेट्स गो टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. आवर क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 इज इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ x into log x. Now observe, I just write one more time, highlight, you write highlight, LIATE, doesn't matter. Where is log? Log is before algebraic, right? So this time log x is u and x algebraic thing is v. I hope that's clear. Okay, just now apply the formula and so keep log x as it is. We integrate x with respect to x minus integration of x, and we take derivative of log x. Everything with respect to x. So just observe इसको कैसे आगे solve करेंगे. We have to keep log x as it is. Remember what is derivative of x? Integration of x. What is integration of x? It is x square by 2. So I'm just writing x square by 2 minus, again I am integrating x, that will be x square by 2, and remember what is derivative log x? Do you remember derivative log x is 1 by x? Okay, everything inside the bracket with respect to x, so I am writing dx. Can I do something inside this integration sign? Can we cancel x and x? If I cancel this, outside I am just keeping it as it is, but make sure that you don't write this x and x as x cube. That's not how it's supposed to be done. So just it will be x square by 2 into log x minus 1 by 2 constant keep outside, so we have to integrate x again. Okay, now let's take it further, but we have integrated first time in the previous step, so I am supposed to write c1 over there. Okay, here there is c1. Let's take it further. So this is integration of x I need to do, but the previous thing I am just writing as it is. Integration of x will be x square by 2, and here I write c2 plus c1. Next step, just one step simplification रहेगा हमारे लिए. अभी क्या करना है? The first part will be as it is, कोई change नहीं यहाँ पे. If you open this bracket, this 2 and 2, I'll make it 4. So minus x square by 4 plus this c2 plus c1 I'll just write as c. Simple, apply करते रहना बस formula को, ठीक है. Question number 4. We have to integrate x into tan inverse of x. Now things will start becoming more and more interesting. So watch the entire video and learn it nicely. So what is u and what is v? Tan inverse is inverse, not the trigo. So inverse in the rule ISC, inverse is before algebraic, right? So what I do, inverse will be u and algebraic will be v. Apply the formula, keep tan inverse of x as it is, integration of x minus integration of x, and I am supposed to take derivative of tan inverse of x. Okay, everything with respect to x. So simplified further, integration of x, we know x square by 2 into tan inverse of x as it is, integration of x square by 2 into derivative of tan inverse of x is 1 by 1 plus x square, everything with respect to x. Now just simplify this first part, x square by 2 tan inverse of x as it is, मैं उसको ऐसे रख देता हूँ, ठीक है. 1 by 2, यहाँ पे 2 कॉमन लिया हमने, so we are left with x square by 1 plus x square. How to solve this type of question? X square by 1 plus x square, that is quadratic upon quadratic. If you don't know, go and watch my previous video. We have done this type of 10 different type of question. How to solve 1 by linear, how to solve linear by linear, quadratic by linear. We have done this also, how to solve quadratic by quadratic. There are 10 such small basic concepts, 12 such basic concepts which you are supposed to know and learn it, master it. If you are finding it difficult, if you can't think what to be done with x square by 1 plus x square, you need to watch the previous video. Okay, so we can check out that also. So I'm just keeping this as it is. X square by 1 plus x square क्या करना है? तो what we'll do here is I'll just do plus 1 minus 1. This is what I want you to learn and understand nicely. This remaining thing as it is. Now what we do here is we just take them separately. So this first part I'm not making any change, so as it is. Here I'm just going to write 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square separately, 1 by 1 plus x square separately. This part getting cancelled. Now we can integrate, right? We have to integrate. यहाँ पे cancel होने के बाद में we will be left with integration of 1. I'm just writing one step directly. Integration of 1 क्या होगा? X. Integration of 1 by 1 plus क्या होगा? 1 by 1 plus x square is tan inverse of x. ठीक है? I write c1 c2 सबको बाद में देख लेंगे. ठीक है? This as it is. If you open the bracket, this is minus half of x. Minus minus plus हो गया यहाँ पे. This minus and minus I'm making plus half of tan inverse of x. Okay, simple है. Now just let me address that c1 c2 thing. ठीक है, so usually I do it afterwards. First time हमने इंटीग्रेट कहाँ किया था? First time हमने इंटीग्रेट यहाँ पे किया है इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ x. तो फॉर दैट आई विल बी राइटिंग हियर c1. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट हमने कहाँ इंटीग्रेट किया? हमने यहाँ पे इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ 1 को x कर दिया था. सो दिस c1 हमेशा साथ में ही आएगा. दिस एवरीवेयर यू सपोज टू राइट c1. ठीक है, नाउ c1 प्लस c2 हो जाएगा. c1 प्लस c2 लास्ट में हम लोग क्या कर देंगे? आई विल बी राइटिंग है c. So that I usually handle towards the end. Entrance exam, it doesn't matter. They will provide all these things. Okay? But in the boards that time you need to take care of those things. So this was question number 4. First 4 question, direct application of the formula. Okay? Question number 5 and 6 are alone function. Now let's take question number 5 first. Question number 5, we have to integrate tan inverse of x. See, the previous question was x into tan inverse of x. This is just tan inverse of x. That's why it's called as alone function. Now, what to take as u, what to take as v. So, whenever you have alone function, there are two types of alone function. Inverse and log, दोनों alone function होते हैं. So, whenever you get alone function, what to do is you write it as tan inverse of x into 1. So, suppose यहाँ पे question में sin inverse of x होता तो क्या करते? Sin inverse of x into 1 करते. ठीक है, log x the whole square आएगा तो क्या करना है? Log x the whole square into 1 करना है. So यहाँ पे this is tan inverse of x into 1. Now 1 is algebraic and inverse comes before algebraic. So inverse will be u and algebraic will be v. Let's solve this question further. I'm keeping tan inverse of x as it is, okay, and integration of 1 minus integration of 1, and we're supposed to take derivative of tan inverse of x again. Everything with respect to x. What is integration of 1? Integration of 1, if you remember, is x. So what we get is x into tan inverse of x minus, यहाँ पे भी कर देते हैं, integration of 1 is x. Do you remember what is derivative of tan inverse of x? 1 by 1 plus x square, right? So 1 by 1 plus x square, everything inside the bracket, dx. So this part x tan inverse of x, now we'll keep it as it is. So what we have to integrate is now x by 1 plus x square dx. Now this is linear by quadratic. Can you think what is the next step? How to solve linear by quadratic? मैं फिर से बता रहा हूँ, if you can't think of such small step, go and watch my previous videos. ठीक है? So x by 1 plus x square क्या करेंगे? If you can recall, I'll just multiply and divide by 2. Why? By doing this, what is happening here is I'm getting derivative of denominator present in the numerator. If you observe, derivative 1 is 0, derivative x square is 2x, so derivative of denominator is present in the numerator. So what we get here is we get log mod 1 plus x square. ठीक है, log mod denominator, right? Plus c. Now we can adjust those c1, c2. I think now you can do it yourself. ठीक है. So this is very important question. You need to learn how to solve such type of question. This was question number 5. Let's do question number 6, which is also alone function, integration of log x dx. So as we discussed, alone function में first step is write log x into 1. Log is the first thing, ILATE में भी और LIATE में भी log comes before algebraic. 1 is algebraic, so log will be u, algebraic will be v. Apply the formula, keep u as it is, so log x as it is, integration of 1 minus integration of 1, derivative of log x again. ठीक है, so take it further. What will be integration of 1? Integration of 1 is x, log x as it is, integration of 1 is x, derivative log x is 1 by x. Okay, so can you think that this x is getting cancelled? So we are just left with integration of 1. Integration of 1 क्या करेंगे? x करना है. So this is x log x, integration of 1 is x. I'm just adding plus c. Other thing you manage. Okay, so easy. If you want, what you can do here is you can just take x common. You can write as log x minus 1 plus c. Okay, so this was easy. Nothing difficult as such. Just in the beginning you have to do that into 1 करना है. If you know that, then the rest of the thing is easy. Let's go to the question number 7, which is very frequently asked question in the exam. Integration of sec cube x. Again, this look like alone function, so you think यहाँ पे क्या करना है? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to split sec cube x as sec x into sec square x. Now the question here is, sir, ये तो दोनों ट्रिगो हो गए, यहाँ पे किसको u लेना है, किसको v लेना है? So my question is this: what is easier to integrate? Sec x को इंटीग्रेट करना इजी है कि sec square x को इंटीग्रेट करना है? You can say that दोनों को इंटीग्रेट करना इजी, दोनों का फॉर्मूला होता है. ठीक है. So my next question is किसको डेरिवेटिव लेना इजी है? Sec x का इंटीग्रेशन क्या होगा? Sec x tan x. Sec square x का क्या करना पड़ेगा? चेन रूल अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, राइट? 2 times sec x and then derivative sec x. So whatever easier to integrate, किसको इंटीग्रेट करना इजी है? तो sec square x को इंटीग्रेट करना इजी है, so that will be v and sec x will be u. हैंडराइटिंग थोड़ा इंप्रूव करना पड़ेगा. So this is my v and this is u. I hope this is clear. Integration of sec square x लेना है, ठीक है? So I keep now u as it is. Integrate sec square x minus integration of sec square x, and we'll be taking derivative of sec x. Okay, everything with respect to x. Let's solve this further. So what we do here is we'll take integration of sec square x. Do you remember what is integration of sec square x? Integration of sec square x is tan x minus integration of sec square x tan x. What is derivative of sec x? Derivative of sec x is sec x into tan x. ठीक है. So all this thing need to be taken care very nicely. Now I'm going to multiply tan x into tan x. So मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ, tan square x करने वाला हूँ. So this is going to be tan square x into sec x dx. This first part sec x tan x, now I'm going to keep it as it is. ठीक है. Just observe my next step. What next is the most important question. How to take it further. How we can integrate this further. So what I'm going to do next is actually a 5-star step. When I say 5-star step, what I mean is this kind of technique is what you need to pay attention to. Okay? So I'm going to write, instead of tan square x, I'm going to write sec square x minus 1. Okay? Usually if you remember, हमने जब start में, my first video was all this type of question, how to integrate tan square x. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं हमेशा tan square x में क्या लिखते हैं, sec square x minus 1. ठीक है? So these are the basic techniques जो आपको याद रखनी है, आपको learn करना है, apply करना. Now if I open the bracket, what will happen? That's very interesting. If I open the bracket, sec square x and sec x will give me sec cube x, ठीक है, minus sec x everything with respect to x. So I'm just going to separate them. I'm just going to take this two separate integrations. Sec cube x dx I'll take separate, and this minus and minus I'll take as plus. So integration of sec x. Now we have started with sec cube x, right? If you just observe, my question itself was sec cube x, right? My question itself is sec cube x. So that's I, and I'm going and getting that I again. This is what I said in the beginning. When you get the question again, what to do? So I'm going to replace this with I again. This with the integration I जो हमने start में लिया था उसको मैंने वापस लिख दिया. So what we get here is this part sec x tan x as it is plus. Now integration of sec x. What is integration of sec x? एक काम करता हूँ, इसको मैं ऐसे लिख देता हूँ एक स्टेप में. नेक्स्ट स्टेप में उसका फॉर्मूला लिख देंगे. ठीक है. Now I'm going to take minus I on the side, तो क्या हो जाएगा, plus I. So I plus I, left hand side also I'm going to write as 2I. So this is sec x tan x, and now I'm going to apply formula for integration of sec x. Do you remember what is integration of sec x? Log mod sec x plus tan x plus c लिख देते हैं वहाँ पे. Now we want to find the value of I, so this is 2I. So I will be 1 by 2 times inside the bracket this entire thing, sec x into tan x plus log mod sec x plus tan x plus c. Okay. So these are easy questions. Last question में I'm telling you the most difficult step is this 5-star step. If you can do it on your own, ठीक है, that tan square x हमने क्या किया, sec square x minus 1 लिखा. If you can manage this kind of thing, I'm telling you integration will be very easy for you. ठीक है. So question number 8, again very interesting question. In question number 8 we have to integrate e power 2x cos of 3x. So ISC rule is very simple. If I just write ISC rule, if you observe, trigo appears before exponential, right? So we have trigo and exponential. So since trigo is coming first, that will be u and exponential will be v. Trigo is u, exponential is v. Let's start. कैसे apply करेंगे formula? So what I do here is keep u as it is, right? So what we do here is we just keep cos 3x as it is, and I'm saying I'm going to integrate e power 2x minus integration of e power 2x with respect to x, derivative of cos 3x, everything in bracket dx. Let's apply this formula here. Tell me what is integration of e power 2x. Integration of e power 2x will be e power 2x everything by 2. Same applied again. So integration of e power 2x will be e power 2x by 2. What is integration of cos 3x? Cos 3x को integrate करेंगे. So observe करो, this will be minus of sin 3x. Chain rule, derivative of 3x again. What is derivative of 3x? Derivative of 3x is 3. So we get that everything in the bracket with respect to x. Now the first part I'm going to keep it as it is, e power 2x by 2 cos of 3x, just keep it as it is. If you observe, this 2 and this minus 3 comes outside the integration sign, so this minus will be actually now plus 3 by 2 integration of e power 2x sine 3x dx. So what exactly happened? We again got chain rule. Okay? So we have to now again we got u into v rule. We have to apply on e power 2x sine 3x. Trigo and exponential together. Trigo is u, exponential is v. Apply the formula again. By parts वाला formula फिर से apply करना है. So observe how we do it. So I'm just going to keep the first part as it is, 3 by 2. We're going to integrate this part. Just focus on e power 2x sin 3x. Keep sin 3x as it is. Integration of e power 2x मैं directly लिख रहा हूँ. I just want you to observe integration of e power 2x क्या होगा. तो मैं एक step skip कर रहा हूँ. E power 2x by 2 minus I'm just going to write integration of e power 2x again, which is e power 2x by 2, and derivative of sin 3x, which will be cos 3x, chain rule derivative 3x again, which is 3, everything with respect to x. So थोड़ा simplify कर लेते हैं इसको. This part as it is. Can I just open this bracket? So what we get is this 3 and this 2 will make it 4, right? So we get 3 by 4 e power 2x sin 3x. So if I open the bracket, this 3 and this 3 is multiplied, we get 9. This denominator 2 and 2 we multiply, we get 4. And we are left with e power 2x cos 3x dx, which is nothing but I, right? This is coming back to your question. आपको question फिर से मिल गया. So I'm just going to keep this as it is, this as it is at present, and I'm just going to write in this step 9 by 4 and this will be I. Okay, so we are getting the question again. I just want you to observe what we'll do next. I'm just going to keep this minus 9 by 4 on the other side, will be plus 9 by 4 times I. Now what we have written here is we have this e power 2x, okay, by this is 2 cos 3x and this is 3 by 4 e power 2x sin 3x. Okay, so I'm just going to simplify this further. Can I take something common here? If you observe, if I take e power 2x common and I'm going to take 4 common. So if I'm taking 4 common, I just want you to apply यहाँ पे multiply divide by 2 करके हम लोग 4 common ले सकते हैं, right? So I'm just writing 2 here. I hope this is clear everybody. ठीक है, लिख के देखो अगर कैसे आ रहा है तो. So मैंने यहाँ पे क्या किया, मैंने यहाँ पे multiply divide by अगर 2 कर दो तो 2 into 2 4 हो जाएगा, right? So टेकिंग डिनोमिनेटर में से 4 कॉमन इजी हो जाएगा हमारे लिए. सो मैंने वो किया है यहाँ पर, मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड बाय 2 कर दिया था वहाँ पे. सो दिस इज 2 टाइम्स cos 3x प्लस 3 टाइम्स sin 3x, एंड यहाँ पे अगर मैं सॉल्व करता हूँ लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में, सो दिस विल बी 4 plus 9 13 by 4 times I हो जाएगा. इफ यू ऑब्जर्व वी कैन कैंसिल एक्चुअली 4 फ्रॉम बोथ साइड. If I cancel 4 from both sides, what I get finally is we get I as e power 2x upon 13. We get 2 times cos 3x plus 3 times sin 3x plus c. That c thing you can adjust. Okay? But this is very important question. Okay? This type of question is very frequently asked in the exam. So make sure that you practice similar questions also. Okay? Let's go to the next one. Question number 9 is something similar to what we did just now. We have sine of log x, but this doesn't seem similar, right? This is in fact sine of log x. There are not even two functions. This is composite of two functions, and I'm going to make it one exponential, one t. So this is what I was saying in the beginning. Use substitution and then apply integration by parts. Just observe इसको कैसे solve करना है. Very important question, very favorite for teachers to ask in the exam. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just saying put log x equal to t. So x is e power t. Now some students find it difficult कि log x equal to t, so x will be e power t कैसे हुआ? This is by definition of log. You need to understand this very nicely. If log x is t, we can write x as e power t. Now if I differentiate with respect to x, what I get, derivative of x with respect to x will be 1. Derivative of e power t with respect to x करें तो derivative of e power t will be e power t, and then derivative of t with respect to x will be dt by dx. So I'm just taking dx on the other side, so we get dx as e power t dt. So this dx is going to be now replaced with e power t dt. That's, I'm saying, equation number 1. And I'm going to replace log x as t. Okay, these are the two things I'm going to do it here. Just observe what exactly I'm doing here. So my next step, I'm just going to write sine of t, because log x is t, and at the place of dx I'm going to write e power t dt. Okay, so just observe, my question is now getting converted to, you have to integrate e power t sine t dt, which is quite similar to the previous question, right? Integration of e power 2x cos 3x किया था. This is e power t sine t. But let me do it this. Keep things simple. Exponential है and trigo है. Exponential is the last thing, so हमेशा क्या होगा, v होगा. Trigo appears before that, so that will be u. We apply the formula. So if I apply the formula here, what we get here is, keep sine t as it is, integration of e power t minus integration of e power t and derivative of sine t, everything with respect to t. See, observe, मैंने यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी dx नहीं लिखा है, मैंने हर जगह पे dt लिखा है. ठीक है, कुछ लोग एग्जाम में यहाँ पे गलती से हरी राइट dx. Avoid such things. Integration of e power t will be e power t, so e power t sine t minus e power t as it is, derivative of sine t is cos t. So again there is a loop, we got u into v again, the first part as it is. I'm just going to apply the formula. So again same thing, मैं एक step skip करने वाला हूँ. I'll keep cos t as it is, integration of e power t, सबको पता है e power t मैं डायरेक्ट लिख दिया. Integration of e power t is e power t, derivative of cos t is minus sin t. ठीक है, so minus of sin t, everything with respect to t. So next step what I'm doing is, I'm just going to open this bracket. So observe करो, यहाँ पे bracket open किया तो this is e power t cos t हो जाएगा, and this is minus, this is minus, this is one more minus, so 3 times minus, तो मैंने minus लिख दिया, e power t sin t dt. But if you observe, this is nothing but my I, right? This is what you have started, right? This is e power t sin t, this is my I, so I can replace this as I, right? So I'm just going to write all these things again, e power t sin t minus e power t cos t, and this we just replace by I, because that was how we have started. Minus I on other side, so left hand side में जाएगा तो I plus I, 2 times I हो गया. So what you can do in right hand side is, if you observe, can I take e power t common? So if I take e power t common, what is left in the bracket? We are left with sin t minus cos t, and then we can write value of I as e power t by 2 sin t minus cos t. I'm just writing plus c here. One more last step is left. What is the last step? If you observe, we cannot keep uncertainty, right? We have to convert it back to x. So substitute the value of t. And what is value of e power t? If you observe, value of e power t is x, right? So this is x by 2 sine of log x minus cos of log x plus c, and that's my final answer. Okay, very interesting question. You have to make sure that you practice this type of more similar type of question. You can try cos of log x, you can try cos of 2 log x also if you want. Okay, so try this. Last question, question number 10. We have to integrate x into sin inverse of x upon under root 1 minus x square. यहाँ पे एग्जाम में instead of sin inverse of x you might get cos inverse of x also. Similar thing, वहाँ पे sin inverse of हो या cos inverse हो, doesn't matter. I'm solving sin inverse of x. You can try cos inverse of x वहाँ पे रख के similar thing होगा एकदम, ठीक है. So what you can do here is, again as I said, the first step will be substitution. So I'm just saying that put sin inverse of x as t. If sin inverse of x is t, and if I differentiate with respect to x, क्या होगा? Differentiating with respect to x, derivative sin inverse of x is 1 by under root 1 minus x square. Derivative of t is dt by dx. So 1 by under root 1 minus x square and dx will be dt. So if you observe this, 1 minus x square and dx will be dt. Sin inverse of x is t. So you should ask questions, sir, then what to do with this x? So if you just observe, if sin inverse of x is t, can I write x के बदले sin t? Is it possible? Yes. So I got everything converted to t. So function of x, we made it completely converted to the function of t using substitution method. ठीक है. Observe what I'm going to do. I'm going to make 3 changes here. Instead of x, I'm just going to write it here sin t. Instead of sin inverse of x, I'm just going to write t, and dx by under root 1 minus x square, I'm just going to write dt. So this question is actually getting converted to t into sin t dt. So what to do with t into sin t dt? Basic question हो गया, right? ये तो algebraic and trigo. Algebraic appears before trigo, LIATE rule, algebraic then trigo. So what is u? Algebraic is u and trigo is v. Apply the formula, keep t as it is. We have to integrate sin t minus integration of sin t, derivative of t with respect to t. So observe, मैंने हर जगह पे dt लिखा है, कहीं पे भी dx नहीं लिखा है. Student make such mistakes often in the exam. So integration of sin t will be minus cos t. So minus cos t, derivative of t is 1, so I'm not writing it. Next step, this minus and minus here will make it plus. So integration of cos t आ गया, and I hope everybody know what is integration of cos t. Integration of cos t will be sin t plus c लिख देता हूँ मैं. So last step, substitute the value of t again. Don't forget to substitute the value of t again. So यहाँ पे एक interesting thing होने वाली है, ठीक है. cos t के बदले क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे? ऑब्जर्व करो, यहाँ पे इन द बिगिनिंग आप से sin t के बदले x सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. सो दैट वोंट बी अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू. t के बदले sin इनवर्स ऑफ x लिख सकते हैं, दैट आल्सो वोंट बी अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू. बट यहाँ पे t के बदले मुझे क्या लिखना पता है, मुझे sin t के बदले क्या लिखना मुझे पता है, ठीक है. बट मुझे cos t के बदले क्या लिखना मुझे नहीं पता. सो cos t का वैल्यू मुझे फाइंड करना पड़ेगा, राइट. पहले वो फाइंड कर लेते हैं. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग cos t के बदले कैन वी राइट स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ cos स्क्वायर t. cos स्क्वायर t के बदले क्या मैं 1 माइनस sin स्क्वायर t लिख सकता हूँ, एंड sin स्क्वायर t के बदले मैं x लिख सकता हूँ, राइट. सो ये क्या हो जाएगा 1 माइनस x स्क्वायर. सो cos t के बदले में क्या लिख रहा हूँ, अंडर रूट 1 माइनस x स्क्वायर. नाउ सारे चेंजेस ऑब्जर्व करो. cos t के बदले में लिख रहा हूँ 1 माइनस x स्क्वायर इनसाइड द स्क्वायर रूट. t के बदले क्या लिखने वाले हम लोग, sin इनवर्स ऑफ x, एंड व्हाट इज आई राइट एट द प्लेस ऑफ sin t, आई राइट x प्लस c. सो दैट्स माय फाइनल आंसर. सो यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूशन के बाद में resubstituting, मतलब at the end of the problem you have to substitute the value of t again in terms of x. You cannot keep answer in terms of t. You have to convert it back to x. So this 2-3 small things you need to take care very nicely. This 10 questions cover almost entire problems on integration by parts. What you need to do here is you need to practice similar type of question, ठीक है. Make sure that if you are not managing those type of question, then go through this video again. Just check what are the basic concepts you need to master. You can check some of my previous videos also, where all those basic concepts are also covered nicely. You can go through the playlist, the video 1 to video, this is 10th video in the series. You can check all this 10 video I'll be making in future. There will be integration में partial fraction आएंगे. Then हम लोग integration पे जो questions with respect to previous year JEE question है वो करेंगे, JEE mains वाले question करेंगे, दूसरे entrance exam वाले question करेंगे. So all these videos are very helpful. You have to watch them and definitely watch them again before the exams. ठीक है. At the end, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, share with friends, and subscribe the channel. ठीक है. So see you in the next video. Till the time, keep enjoying.